Walked this road longer than I expected, dust on my shoes, miles in my bones. Some days felt endless, some nights felt heavy, but I kept moving even when I felt alone. At first the journey felt like momentum, hope carried every step. But somewhere down the road the excitement faded, and the real work began. Because starting a journey is often full of fire, but finishing one requires something deeper. The last mile fights the hardest, but right when the end comes into sight, the last mile tests your patience. The last mile questions your fight. I thought the hardest part was far behind me, storms I'd faced years ago. And strangely enough, the closer I get, the stronger the headwinds blow. Fatigue whispers slowly, maybe you've done enough. Doubt says quietly, maybe this isn't worth it. There's something deeper inside refuses to listen. Because the last mile doesn't attack your strength, it attacks your patience. It doesn't challenge your ability, it challenges your endurance. And endurance is built slowly through quiet decisions to keep going. The last mile fights the hardest. How when victory feels near, the last mile phrases questions. The last mile brings old fears, but the last mile also proves something. How badly you want to finish. I've watched people stop right before the end, turn around when the summit was close, not because they were weak, but because the last mile feels heavier than the rest. The legs burn, the lungs ache, and the mind begins negotiating surrender. But maybe the last mile is meant to feel heavy. Maybe the road saves its hardest test for the people refuse to quit. Because the last mile separates intention from completion. Soft PL, a breath in the silence, a quiet voice inside saying just one more step. So I keep moving, slow if I must, tired if I have to, but forward, because I didn't come all this distance to stop 1 mile short. The last mile fights the hardest, but I'm still standing here. The last mile tests the strongest, but I've made thing. The last mile was never the enemy. It was the proof you were ready to finish.